Alright guys, welcome back. So we just showcased Derieri in PvP, but now it's time to showcase her in PvE because, look, the reason why she's so good in PvP because of that simple text which does say prioritizes support heroes. So you go for support heroes. If you want to get a use out of that, you have to do it in PvP, right? But if we take that text away and look at what she actually does, she's got really high multipliers. 105 is pretty high if you look at the other characters. She's also as well getting, you know, the final attack by 30% and also the attack speed of 50% when her base attack speed is already 104. So the reason why she's so good, I think even outside of PP and why she works well in PP as well is she's a one-man army. If you actually think about it, right? Like Escanor and Barn, like, sure, they are really, really good, right? But they're a lot better because you have access towards King, who can give them crit damage. You can give their attack by 20%. Derieri's doing 30% by herself. So I think because of that, because she buffs herself up, you can kind of place her, I think, almost any single team, and you'll kind of get her to work a little bit. So I want to try her out in all the game modes, obviously excluding the actual base defense. I want to try and do a run with just her. Well, not just her, but hopefully get a few copies of her in base defense and see if I can get towards wave 100. I will start off with the gold dungeon. Now, granted, she's only type neutral, but I did say before that, you know, characters like Kayn were actually pretty good. So we take Kayn out, and let's just put in, obviously, I want to replace Escanor, because Escanor will just do too much. And we'll put probably fast. Yeah, around here. Okay, let's see if she does anything. So she's going to obviously ult when she does ult. And boom, massive ult there, actually. Did it hit anyone? I think Bellion did before, though. So, yeah, Bellion, I think, took most damage. Maybe if I put Bellion after Derieri. But, like, she's doing all right there, to be fair. And, obviously... Oh, wow, we clear really, really fast. I don't know if it's because I've, like, leveled up my account so much now to where we easily clear through it. Let me take off Bellion. Let's just put Derieri in the middle. Because, yeah, ultimate is AoE. And once she hits, like, a lot of the minions, the little goblins, you're going to get max pass straight away. And then she's going to pop off. So, right now, she's going to... Oh! I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then she goes crazy because she gets the crazy attack speed. She just starts hitting everyone. I mean, it works. It works. If you get her, guys, and you're still, like, struggling a little bit onto the gold dungeon, throw her in. She probably isn't too bad. But then again, you know, if you have Escanor, then... Unless you're just starting the game now, you know, she's going to be worth it. Okay, so for the Advent Battle, my highest previously is 12k. So we'll see if we can get any higher than that. This is the team we're using. The boss is green. So, yeah, you have to bring green characters. So Escanor's going to do probably the most, obviously, right? But once again, I'm not really expecting Escanor to get out DPS'd here, right? But what I will say is, though, is that she does TP behind. And the boss later on does start doing, like, big AoE skills. So it might be possible that Derieri attracts the Mascular while she's behind her, and she wastes a bunch of AoE skills, keeps my team alive. That might be helpful. Let's just see if it actually works. I didn't show my ultimate order, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it on screen now too, so you know what the order is. We're using it after Escanor, because once again, Escanor's still the main DPS here. We're going to focus a little bit more on him. But they're really doing alright damage. Like, I do think she's better than Barn into the DPS, like, definitely. Like, the multipliers are just higher. It's just, she's, you know, Barn's still giving you energy. And to be fair, Barn's doing almost the same. Barn is one dupe higher, though, so he has actually got the extra attack. And it also does depend on who gets disabled or isolated, right? Because it's a random DPS. It could go to Barn, it could go into Escanor. We didn't do as much damage there, but I think that comes down to crits. To be fair, my first run getting 11. Normally before, with the team I was using before, I was getting around... I think 10-ish mil, but a really good game, I would get 12 mil like I got last time. So if he's long, yeah, Escanor's been disabled his, which is kind of annoying. Gluxinia, please cleanse. Okay, who got disabled there? I think it's Derieri. Is it Doggetto? Oh, it's actually... Ah, okay, I didn't know that. So I think if you taunt, the isolation skill is forced onto him, so he gets disabled, which is... Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually. So, so far, this is better. And I probably will be using the future for, like, normal bosses. I'm just not getting a good run in terms of crits. Because we're getting consistently 11 million. Like I said before, I was getting around 10 million. But on a good run, you get a really, really good hit. And you get some really good damage. I mean, she's doing alright extra damage. I don't know if maybe because it'd be better with type advantage. If she gets some big hits on the ultimate, yeah, it goes crazy. Escanor got disabled. It's like, we're not going to get a high score here. So, yeah, Derieri for the Advent Battle... Probably going to be pretty good, especially during her week where she actually is type advantage. It's just unfortunate. I think last week was red characters, right? And the week's kind of gone now, so we can't do that. All right, does she do good in the actual Silver Demon? Probably not. I don't imagine she will. Who do you want to take out here? Because I couldn't even use Escanor. Escanor is still a struggle to use. Okay, so yeah, this multi model, if you're wondering. I mean, that team I just showcased before with Arthur instead of Derieri does the job. Like, if you're built up a little bit, Barn can carry a lot. We don't need Derieri. But let's see if we can clear through it. The annoying thing is, though, even though she TP's behind, yeah, it does knock back, but, like... Is it good damage? It's alright. Yeah, she goes behind, but is she going to get knocked back? Like, a lot? And I guess she's taking attention away, but, like, the AoE still hit everyone. She feels a lot better than Escanor on this raid boss, I will say. Because Escanor was type disadvantage, so he took way too much damage. So, honestly, you know what? I think she's actually pretty good for this. Like, just to showcase Escanor quickly. Like, Escanor's alright. I think I did clear a lot more with him. But it got to a certain point where he just kept dying. And I think the biggest thing to take away is Derieri is very, very tanky. If you actually look at her stats in terms of HP and defense, or any other DPS in the game, it's for some reason awfully high, mainly because they imagined you're going to be jumping in the backline with her. So because of that, she's actually able to survive a lot more in this stage. Yeah, Escanor's already dead. Yeah, if you look right here, you know, Escanor's got 300k defense, like 250,000 HP. We go towards another character, Barn, for example, he's actually a lot higher, is 400,000, almost 300,000 HP. Derieri? Yeah. Insane. Like, she has defense and HP, bro. Almost double Barn and Escanor in a way. Obviously, attack is a lot lower. You can see, like, Barn has 600k, if that's the right number, where she is 400k. So she has got a lot less attack, which is probably why her multiplier is a lot higher. Okay, to be fair, it's because my Barn has max potentials, so he has got like an extra like 40k or 40% extra attack, so it's probably why Barn is a little bit higher. But generally though, her attack is lower because she's surviving a lot more, which is actually kind of perfect for the Lapis Armor dungeon. Surviving is the most annoying part about this game mode, so if you have Derieri, probably using this actually be really, really good. Alright, Tower Trials, just to note, this is not the hard difficulty. I want to do that for its own video, so I don't want to like ruin the runs. I like the idea of it, right? Because in Tower Trials, the actual characters, like, she'll run towards the middle, towards Gluxinia, and then ult, and then do a massive AoE ult, which might a lot of people. So we'll kind of delay the ultimate a little bit by putting her probably in front so she can run straight towards the middle, and then self-erupt, basically. So let's see how much damage she does here. Alright, so there she goes. She's in the middle now. King's probably going to do a lot. And then whenever Elect wants to ult, boom, and then boom! She could have everyone. Crazy actually. I mean, then again, Escanor can do that, so it's not that impressive no more. But that actually can look like everyone. That's actually crazy. All right, let me test if she can solo it. We have to test it because I think she can. I don't know if their crit buffs from Elite actually mattered or not, or the debuffs from 1 speed. But a little annoying. She's gonna ult like too early, I think. Wait, she can attack when she's not stunned. Oh. 1 million. She soloed all of it. No way. That's actually funny. So yeah, she's really good for Tower Trials. Okay, and then finally we have the Demonist Beast, the Knighthood bosses, and I'm only using 2 of them. So to quickly run through, she is type advantage in Belgius, so she's actually decent for this one. Do you need her? No, once again, people are using what people are using anyway, like this normal team right here. But instead of bringing King, you can instead then bring Derieri. Like, I believe this number 3 players using Derieri instead, and it's kind of the team I've been using, and I have pretty sure beaten my record. So instead of King, we put in Derieri because she is type advantage, so she does do really, really well, and we put her around probably here, I'd say, because she actually probably be better than Barn. And yeah, she actually is very, very good. Obviously, I'm going to do that 2 runs to show you one with Derieri and then one without Derieri. But remember, the boss is really, really RNG. If we can get the double breaks, then you can get a really, really high score. But from what I've tested, we've definitely done a lot better with Derieri in this raid boss, just because, once again, type advantage, she's going to be really, really good in that raid, in that sense. And if we'll just skip. I think we get 26 here, 26.7 million. And if we then switch out and put King in instead, we you probably can get the same amount of score. It's just King for me is like a low dupe level, so he's not doing a lot. Does make obviously Barn and S gonna do more damage, so I guess if they were more built up for me, maybe I'd still use King. But yeah, we got like 26.7, definitely not the highest because I didn't get the double break. We've done it a few times before, and we'll probably just skip here. Well, I mean, you could get the double break. We still have quite a lot of time. 26 mil, and we got 25. So we got a little bit less. I mean, just once again, that run, I think I've done a few testing. I do prefer Derieri on this raid boss instead of King. The reason why, maybe you could even take out Munsby, actually. Do I even need Munsby? I guess for the energy restoration, you probably do. But I think you could even probably take out Munsby. And in the other ones, I'm not using it in this raid boss. The main reason why, if you look at our team, it's very strict. Barn is type advantage. Escanor's type disadvantage, but it's Escanor. We're not replacing him. And then you need Diane. You need, obviously, Hellbrim. You want your King buffer as well. You want the energy restoration. You want the healing. And then, once again, you want the energy restoration with... go for and the accuracy buff a little bit. So I'm not gonna test Derieri in this one because I've already tested it and I don't think it's better than what we already have. I think I'm once again not using this raid boss because she actually is type neutral, but you gotta remember Escon's type advantage. Once again, you could not use Barn because Barn is type disadvantage, but you get that energy restoration. That's why he's actually overall a bit better, even though Derieri might do more damage. But when you're trying to cycle through the ultimate, because you have to use King first, then get these three to get off, to get that actual break, and then to get that break and then to reach the big buffs with obviously Munsby, Escanor, and Barn, it's a lot. So you really do need that energy restoration, so you can't really replace anyone here. And then on the final one, Akumu, I actually don't mind her in this one. She's type disadvantage, but in this raid boss, because you have more room, because the positional strategy is 20% extra crit chance, you're getting more crit chance, which means you're able to do more damage. So what I was doing before was bringing this team, and I think I prefer Derieri. If I had a more better duped out Galland, I probably would use Galland because he is type advantage, where Derieri is type disadvantage. But you will see after a quick run here, it's obviously once again all RNG, but I believe I have gotten the highest score I've ever gotten thanks towards Derieri. And once again, it comes down towards the double breaks. We should be breaking more on this one because we have more ways to do it. So 24 mil with Galland. If we look at the damage multipliers, at least focus on Galland's actual numbers, right? Because sometimes Escanor could do a lot more, sometimes Barn could do a lot more. So we got around 165k. I mean, Guild Wonder doing more damage, right? And yeah, if I put my Derieri in, once again, I mean, like 4 stars higher than obviously Galland. And I think what Galland did, 164,000, where, yeah, Derieri's going to do a lot. And actually, sometimes surpassing Barn a little bit, you can see. But I think Barn is type neutral, so he's going to do all right. I mean, look, type disadvantage doing that much damage is good. Look, we're already on 30 mil. If we skip right now, if we got some more breaks too, they'd be really, really good. But yeah, 34 mil, like 10 more million because of obviously Derieri, just to get that little bit extra damage. Once again, we go back. I mean, Galland can definitely get 30 mil on a good run. It's just you get a lot more damage, right? Like, yeah, Throne Decay. I remember during that 2x multiplier stage, you're also just doing more damage, so you get more points. It's a lot better. So, yeah, that is Derieri versus every boss. What will I use it in? Definitely Belgius, definitely Akumu. Wouldn't use in these two, and I probably wouldn't use in the Crimson Raven, who's not out right now, but I'm pretty sure when I tested it with her, she wasn't as good. I prefer to use other characters. There's a lot more stricter teams a little bit. Definitely in the gold hero XP dungeon. If they ever add more stages, I'll bring her alongside Escanor. If eventually Escanor can't just deal enough damage, maybe Derieri can help out quite a lot as well. Advent Battle, when the opportunity arises, if it's type advantage or type neutral, maybe I'll do it. But for right now, since the boss is not actually, it's type neutral, I think. But am I using Derieri in this one? I am actually. So yeah, I think I would use in this one. Once again, depend on type advantage, right? Lab Sample, actually I would use her. She's very, very tanky, so she's able to do a little bit more extra damage. Once again, assuming you have her duped out. A lot better than using uniques with range, and actually a lot better than using Escanor, because Escanor dies way too quick, thanks to obviously Escanor being type disadvantage. Base defense, I'll upload a video soon on it, but actually very, very good in base defense. And I'm still working on my tower trials, but you cannot defeat this stage without Derieri. Like, I'm almost positive about it. If you look at my thing right now, only 3 people have defeated Wave 30, and 2 of them is because of Derieri. This guy, Fate, didn't use Derieri, but he has a maxed out Meliodas. That actually might help out quite a lot, and Gelder too. And yeah, other than that, like, I couldn't do this without Derieri. So she is, yeah, very, very good. So you guys, thank you for watching the video. That was Derieri versus every boss in the game. I think I can prove she's not just a PvP character. I think she's still really decent in PvE. But yeah, definitely a lot better than PvP. It's, she's really, really good. So guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.